he's stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far as the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact. And he
tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Alontae Taylor up to make the tackle.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
This is 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd down and 8. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Going deep for Walker. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And it's 2nd down. You look at the Saints defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's try to get to that number 1 spot.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Throwing is Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's 2nd and 10. Henry running right. Trucks over it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a nice pickup at 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
In motion left goes a tight end. A quick throw there out to Williams. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that will lead to a 3rd and goal.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Eagles! Quez Watkins. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Baker is on target. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey already? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be sterner with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Fights forward for only about a yard after the 21. You look at this Eagle defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Now, if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Warriors 70. 79 Broncos. 19 Lions. 19 Titans. 19 Titans.
They'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 31 yards. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. The extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Saints 7. Mitch Wishnowsky set the kickoff.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. The Eagles had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Hey, easy, 63, bang.
On first down, Hurts. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Hurts. This will go to Henry out wide. So no gain on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Ready.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts.
One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us. Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Ready?
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 42. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. 2nd and 9 now. Eluding the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards for number 11.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn.
And it'll be intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up with safety.
I'm going to give them a ton of credit here because they're just refusing to give that other sideline any kind of hope. That safety not only kills the drive, but adds to a big early lead. And the way that this one's going, I would expect that lead to continue to grow in the ensuing possessions.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. They go play action with Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
63.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd down, here's Hurts. And this one is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half is theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 35 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
First down, Saints.
They run it again with Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
Running leads were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Here's Hurts to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So this one, Charles, it's only the third quarter, but they appear to be well on their way to victory.
I would say so, because a 1-score lead you don't even count, but a 2-score lead you know it can evaporate in an instant. 3 scores, feeling good, but you know it's not over yet. But now they've got a 4-score cushion. I think you can feel pretty confident in the fact this is going to go your way.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Let's go now.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been.
There he goes, left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
79 Broncos. Let's go, let's go. Let's go.
Back to throw here. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
33, Saints 14. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kyle Pitts, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Powering his way forward, Alvin Kamara racing to the end zone. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his fourth rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after try forthcoming. And that'll make this a 19-point game.
Eagles 40, Saints 21. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Now still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. They're going to look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 10 yards out. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game,
I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Hey, 73, 73.
Throwing is Hurts. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Past the 20. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Butker on for the PAT. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so... opted for the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Well, they call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Hurt! Hurt! Right there, hurt!
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Finding Walker complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
Here's 2nd and 8. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visited every frequency. Not fun to be a defensive threat on the offensive side of the ball. Those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Philadelphia, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.